Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said that President Donald Trump owes the American people some answers about his dealings with Russia. He further questioned why President Trump decided not to implement the sanctions against Russia that were passed in the Senate 97-2.
Throughout his term in office, President Trump has failed time and time again to stand up to Vladimir Putin, despite the assault that he carried out on our democracy in the 2016 elections. These are mandatory sanctions. They passed 97-2 in the Senate. He's ignoring them, and he's not implementing them.
The Democratic leaders are working towards highlighting the need for a bipartisan deal on DACA. They're taking recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival programs to the State of the Union speech.
That protects the dreamers. Instead, we hear some rhetoric that brings tears to the eyes of the Statue of Liberty, fears to the hearts of so many people across the country. But it doesn't have to be that way. There is bipartisan support, not only overwhelmingly in the country, but bipartisan support in the Congress.
After coming under extreme public criticism, Pope Francis decided to send the Vatican's most respected sex crimes expert to Chile. This in order to investigate a bishop accused by victims of covering up for the country's most notorious pedophile priest. UN Assistant Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs Ursula Mueller said that people's needs in Syria are as vast as they are critical. This almost after 8 years of the conflict. Addressing the Security Council, Mueller said that UN estimates that 13.1 million people are in need of protection and humanitarian assistance.
Almost 8 years of conflict, people's needs are as vast as they are critical. The United Nations and its partners will continue to deliver to millions of people in need.
The Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge enjoyed a raucous welcome in Stockholm. The royal couple was also joined in by Sweden's own royalty, Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel, leaving both the couples exposed to comparisons. Yemen's Prime Minister's plans to flee the country was foiled after the separatists, backed by the United Arab Emirates, seized the area around the presidential palace in the southern city of Aden in fierce battles overnight. A Saudi-led coalition that includes the UAE that has been battling rebels in northern Yemen for nearly 3 years. Venezuela currently reels under the worst economic crisis in its history. Violent spate begun in poor neighborhoods across the country around Christmas. This is when the president Nicolas Maduro had promised that holiday hams were coming in government food baskets distributed to it.